Yeah, it's that time, you know. Mercy, stand up. You know what it is. When I say mercy, you say mercy, 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 mercy. When I say mercy, you say mercy, 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 mercy. Oh, here we go.
Arrived in Masiphumelele around 2003. I came here to further my studies, and then I went to Masiphumelele High School.
Apha ndafika ngo-1996 ndisuka eMqanduli ndafikela eGoflane.
My mom came here when we were very young. She got a job here, and then we were born in PE, and then we moved from PE to Cape Town, Masi. It was still small, and we grew up here.
When I arrived in Masi, I see there was something that sort of like caught my eye. It was a community that was peaceful, community was very accommodating, and to many people, especially people of neighboring countries, who would come to Masi, and I made a lot of friends, especially from the guys from Malawi, Zimbabwe.
Apha eMasiphumelele kudala ndafika apha eMasiphumelele.
Ndisuka eCofimvaba eQamata Basin wesikamathanzima ndifike apha eKapa ngo-90 ndifikela eMasiphumelele eside 5.
Sathi ukumuva kwethu phaya eGoflane samuva sozoba kule ndawo intsha. Till nangoko silapho kuzwelitsha asizange thina sibe nokufumana indawo.
Ndifike ke ndahlala ezimbacwini ematyholweni.
So siphumela phantsi kwezi ngcongolo sizifuna indawo apha eside 5.
Sihleli ke sithe ngo-1993 abanye bethu bafumana iplot kwakuthiwa ngu-phase 1.
Sayifumana indawo. Kodwa indlu yam yayeyokugqibela apha ehlathini. Ndimelene nomnye umfana sohlule indlu zethu ngengxowa.
Sathi ke kuba ke izinto ngelo xesha sasingakwazi uziqaphela into yobana xa ufuna into ethile iye uhambe awapha amanyathelo okanye uthathe iphi inxaxheba. Saselela ke siliqela sazoma kule ndawo.
Wathi kukho ezo toyitoyi zazisenzeka. Kutshiswa iitoilet zaziziplastiki. Kathiwa sifuna indawo yokuhlala. Wathi uObus wayekhona apha eside 5. Wathi indawo sizoyifumana.
Indawo leyo ke ngosikuyo isinika ingxaki yamanzi angene ezingeni, umlilo osegqibayo.
Last year, November 29, my shack also burnt down. All the shacks here in the wetlands were burnt down. We only saw the fire coming from the D section, but we actually didn't think that the fire will come this side because D section, it was not its first time to burn down. It was a third time or second time, but the fire did not come this side. Most people we were all surprised when the fire came this side, and then it came down by my house. I just took out few blankets and then go and put them by my aunt's.
Kwabhubha inginginya yabantu besitshela apha. Sabasinda abasindileyo nezindlu zabo kodwa wabetha waqoqisa apha waqhuba le ndawo.
Since from 2015, 29th November, up until today, no electric boxes. Still have to use the paraffin or maybe go and rent the electricity from someone. With those electric extensions, we have to extend them from, like, let's say maybe 200 meters and then put 250 meters together, because where I took electricity, it's far from my house. So that can also cause a fire, especially in winter.
Zizinto ke ngoku ezo singakwazi uhandlisha, siyazama udibana nabasemagunyeni abaphetheyo, but ke ngoku ekugqibeleni aside sifumane answer ethi ngexesha elithile okanye ngonyaka othile siza kwenza u-1 no-2 no-3 no-4.
Growing up in Masi, it's a bit of a challenge. You have to make good decisions because growing up in the ghetto is never easy.
It grew up very difficult, like a typical child of Masi. I grew up, I'm struggling because I was raised with a single parent.
We grew up in front of drug dealers, alcohol, and all that stuff.
When I was, I think, 11 or 12 years old, I got introduced to Dacha. That's how I started smoking. I started smoking Dacha, and then from Dacha, cigarettes. I never went to drugs though, but there was alcohol after that. Alcohol and girls.
One guy just came up and he said, hey, we should try something that can give you fun and make you feel high. And then that's where we started smoking. I used to smoke tick.
Tech is a major problem because once the kid's using that thing, he don't want to listen anyone. You can beat him to death because he don't feel what you're doing to him. But at the end of the day, you will be sorry of why do you beat him.
All the young people, even my son, I'm always talk to him, but he promised me, but it's not easy because his friends, it's doing this. It's not because the parents, they are not talking to their children, but the kids, they always listen more outside than the inside.
Back in the days, it was drugs when we grew up, but now it's alcohol. Yeah, alcohol is leading now, where you get hundreds of guys around here drinking.
When I'm sitting in the house, like I've got nowhere to go, like, I've got nothing to do, I can't even go to the soccer field, like maybe just watch like youngsters playing football or whatever, like, I just like lock myself inside here, like maybe like I'm bored. Let me buy myself like 2 beers, you know what I mean? That's what happened.
Yeah, like where?
Because you've got nowhere to go.
The Shibins, they are rich. The people they really rich. They get a lot of money. Because if you can drive here, especially during a weekend, you will see what I'm saying to you. I think if they can at least give us the favor, just closed in time, at least 9 o'clock late, not up until 3 o'clock. And it's not good because they raped the kids. When the young girl goes at home, it's out because he's already drunk, and then they take advantage from her.
I can say it, from the beginning, the foreigners, there was no problem with them. But right now, there is a big problem with them because some of them bringing drugs, and are drinking public. If you say to them, don't do this, just looking at you like this and they don't care about what you say. So they're actually bringing a big tension in between us because most of them getting work and the Masi people don't get work.
Let's say maybe you are going to hire a foreigner to be a gardener, but you know that he's a plumber, he's a painter, and all of those things. But our people, they don't have experience in painting and plumbing and all of those stuff. If ever he wants to be maybe a gardener, he's going to be a gardener only. So a foreigner, he will be a gardener, a painter. He will maintain everything in a one-person house. So that is why they get jealous.
It hurt me mostly when there was the riots. When they broke my tables, they took my stuff, they demolished my place, and I felt very, very low at that point that I'm closing my bakery.
There are people who do have jealousy. That's why they cause maybe a xenophobic, because there were shops before, spaza shops, before the Somalian came in, yes. You see. But I would promise you, there's a totally different between them. Maybe they've got business-minded, the Somalians. Then us Xhosa guys, we don't have business-minded.
That is very difficult for us to get work because everywhere you come, there's only the foreigners is there. There's a bunch of them working there. When you go and looking for the work and you're looking for the supervisor there, they said, no, the boss is not here. There's no supervisor. You go time at a time, nobody give you the right time, what time you must be there to find the owner of the place. So that is the main issue what makes us to feel uncomfortable about work. I can't say now we're actually lazy to go out and looking for work.
We wait for things, we wait for people to say, hey, let's do this. Then we wake up, oh, even though you had an idea, we just don't want to vuka sizenzele, you know? We don't want to do that. We want people to tell us, hey, let's do this. Then we realize, oh, even though we do have skills to do things. It's just that we waited for Somalians to come in and show us, okay, you know you can do this.
I am from the Northern Cape, I'm not from the Eastern Cape. I support so much that people don't even know because they don't come to me. Whenever they hear, okay, Northern Cape, the support stops. Not understanding what I'm building for the community. What I'm doing, I'm giving back to the community.
Now things are changing. We're getting more and more foreigners in Masiphumelele. And people they feel like they are a threat. But we have so many other more issues that we need to deal with. The issue of land. So the more they come here, so the locals feel deprived. So that's an issue. It's not an issue that most of our people are against it, are against our African brothers. But now they come here in large numbers because they feel secured coming here. Because Masiphumelele is a much more safer environment for them.
The worst thing here in my city is actually housing. There's no houses, properly houses for the peoples.
Don't working, and I think 3 years, 4 years is not working. So sometimes can you look into your job 2 days, 1 day, 2 days, 4 days, 5 days, then can you stop it? So it's not your power for your money can you buy a house. See?
Kuba kaloku abanye abantwana bam bahlala ezimbacwini. Abanye abantwana bam bahlala ezimbacwini, iimbacu ezingakhiwayo nazo ngokwazo ezisasokolayo phayana. Kulapho namanzi amdaka alapha phambi kwendlu nenkunkuma efika ihlale apha phambi kwendlu yam. Sisifo sonke eso. Baphuma amaqhakuva abantwana apha emizimbeni yabo, banamaqhakuva abantwana, amaqhakuva angancedakaliyo.
Yonke nje into isihlele ebugqwayibe nobumdako obunje. Sawuthini ungaguli?
Kuna indawo yexeshana.
Hayi lo xesha.
Kwakunini kusitshona. Sisuka apha.
Lo mntana lo uthandwa ifiva nam ndinefiva inxa yale ngxaki sikuyo ebusuku umoya uthini?
Abevala ngoni mapha.
Yayazi phela uyiva ndiyikude kanjani. Kubekela phi ke ngoku ebantwini abakuhleli phezu kwayo.
Ndijonge uyabona thina na.
Kodwa igqi crocodile ngenye imini. Kodwa igqi crocodile ngenye imini.
Oh nyaka.
Hayi ayivele pha embaqina ile pande fol yam.
Uqam.
Hayi ayivele kumpha embaqina. Hayi ayivele.
Apha ujonga inyoka, kukho nyoka.
Akho nyoka apha. Kuthi ayikhona inyaka enkulu nemihlala phaa xa ithanda le ndawo emanzi le lapha ilake. Kudala nyhani.
It's my house. I can you 4 people, your children. 4. So it's my wife. I can you lose, I think 1 month now. You die. So only your children now. 4 children in me, so 5 people. My wife, I can you breadwinner there. But then after that, can you die now?
Akukho ndithini sihleli qha and into eqhubelekayo ngoku zizifo phantsi kuba sihleli siphefumula le nto lamanzi. Abantwana bayagula nathi siyagula. Nawe ungazothuke xa unozibona nxa novukwa sisifuba. Sivaleke kunyanzeleke sihambe sovula isibhedlela. Ndingumuntu we-asthma ukusukela oko ndahlala kula manzi kodwa before ndangenasifuba. Loo nto izokwenzeka ngoku ndihlala phantsi kwala manzi.
Ndineminyaka ngoku 3 kusakhiwa le ndlu. Jongena unyaka wesine ngoku indlu ingagqibeleli isuka iphaphatheke indlu ezo bestos zobetha imizi yabantu kuzokophuka izindlu zabantu. Ngoku laa ngxaki yokuphaphatheka kwezi bestos zalapha ndibuza uba ingxaki izobayeka abani ezolungisa loo ndlu yonzakaliswe zezi bestos zalapha kule ndlu yam.
Ndishuthi injalo impilo yethu apha sihleli phezu kwamanzi nangosihleli apha siphezu kwamanzi akukho nto intle. Hayi ayikho.
Starting business is not easy, but first 2 years, I just decided to train the ladies from Masiphumelele, those people who are not working here. And then after that, 2010, where I started to do my business, to make some clothing. Even if I don't have a job, but I can make some things, maybe I can help some other people in the community of Masiphumelele to get a job. I don't mind to train them and then employ them, because most of the people, they don't have the skills.
Well, I wanted to play keyboards when I was very young, but I couldn't afford to go to multiracial schools. So in our black schools, there were no music lessons, piano lessons. So I had to teach myself, and there were no mentors, somebody to teach me how to play keyboards, So I got a lot of influence from the Eastern Cape, and that's how I met a lot of people and a lot of gospel musicians, well-known gospel musicians.
As a producer and a rapper, I have to create my own sound, and I had to bring these young upcoming rappers together so that we can have a sort of a club as Masiphumelele rappers, so where we could meet up once a week and then just talk music and start busting those rhymes.
Sabe ke ngoku sifumana iMasiphumelele. Safumana iziza zethu. Sabe ngoku siyahlala apha. Kwaye ke sasihlala kamandi kuba wawuhamba nanini na xa ufuna uhamba. Ungoyiki muntu. Kodwa namhlanje awukwazi uphuma endlini yakho uhambe. Ngoba kaloku uyoyika.
Yeah, most of the people has been dropped early in the morning. Some of them has been dropped midnight. For those who have been dropped in the morning, there's the people who are going to work. Those who have been dropped at evening, there's the people who are going to the shippings and all that.
Those young ones, is those people, they commit a crimes here because they took the passes to find it. There's not a man, even if it's 20 rand, it's enough for them because they will get the drug. So the drug, it's a bad thing, especially for the school kids, because most of it started from the young kids.
There is a strong community neighborhood watch because ever since there was this thing of people robbing people, they started a patrol. that they do e-patrol every weekends only, because that is when people go out and go and enjoy themselves and then lock their houses. And then so there is people who volunteered to patrol the whole section, the east section, to look after people's houses.
On this moment, we actually try to monitor the people who are actually doing the housebreaking. And we're actually fighting to get a police station as well here in the community. Because we don't have a proper police station here, because we must take a taxi to go to Ocean View, and there's a long way to go. But now we do have a mobile police station, but we still have a problem. We still have a problem.
When I look at Masi, most of the men, they're just living their lives. The women are the backbone of the homes.
We are, as a women, doing ourselves. Look after the kids, paying the school fees, food. They just want to do their own, not to help. And even if you ask something, or why you not support me, you are working, you're supposed to do yourself.
Simple because of the culture. So they're living in those olden days where mommy must just voice up everything, and the fathers are just sitting and they're just waiting on a wife, waiting on a mom to do everything on their own.
If you speak about the men, they don't know the children. They don't even know the first word that the children started talking. They are just there. They are fathers. But for anything to happen, or even that family to grow, or to get to a second point, or to get somewhere, it always has to be the woman.
So for me and the man,
Lalela bonke, ya feeling it. Extend the Picasso, ya feeling it. Massive Rasta, ya feeling it. Ya feeling it. Lalela bonke, ya feeling it. Extend the Picasso, ya.
Utshintsho endinolenza mna andilazi uba ndenza utshintsho olunjani. Ndihlala kule ndawo ndihlala kuyo. Kunoba ngcono xa ndinoze ndibe andikho kule ndawo. Ingathi ungabhetele. Utshintsho alukho lunokwenzeka ndikule ndawo.
So I remember this other day, I was with the guys, and we were about to smoke, and while they were busy prepping up the smoke, I just told myself that, hey, this is not a good life for me, and I just set up a reminder on my phone, acting as if someone was calling me, and that like my uncle is calling me, and then I pick up the phone. I said, yeah, what's up? And then I had to step outside, and that's how I live the life of Tik.
Recently, I've started teaching kids how to play. I'm teaching them how to play. I think, giving them something positive, because I think they do those things because they've got nothing better to do. They come from school and then there's just nothing to do in the community. So they end up doing drugs. They end up, having sex at young ages.
I would say the only thing that helped me run away from that life, it's because of the calling of the music.
I have been running a youth group myself for the past 13 years and teaching about sex, sexualities, and talking about drug abuse in the community. I've like in my youth group, I've also university graduates that who have been doing drugs before, and now turn their lives around and do some things that are positive about themselves.
I remember I started playing keyboard. I was 14 years at the time. My brother bought the keyboard, so it was his passion to play and to do music. So I think I should try this as well. So I tried playing keyboard. From there, one thing leads to another. Playing keyboard, I got introduced to the choirs here around Masi, and also I used to play in churches everywhere. So from there, I just decided to start my own thing of becoming a producer.
I never got to a point where I felt I'm giving up. because I always have a plan B.
I come from a spiritual family where, like, I was introduced to Christ many years ago. So now, even if I've got myself lost along the way, I always pick myself up along, because I know that I know where I come from.
I will never give up. I tried, even if it's so hard, even if it's so sad, even if I had, but I tried to do my own thing. And I just telling myself, I'm gonna get my goals.
Alukho apha kum. Andikaboni into enditshintshayo kuthiwa njengoba ndivota ikhona into entsha kuthiwa kulona unyaka ndiyancoma kuba ndike ndabe ndiyavota. Ayikho.
Bengaske uThixo enze ngendlela efanelekileyo kubekho uphuculo lapha ekuhlaleni. Yonke into nangaphandle kwaloo nto kuba ndithethayo ngase konke into eyenzekayo apha nezimpi nezinhle ngasho uThixo azenze zibe enhle apha phakathi ebantwini. Ndiyayicelela loo nto enkosi.
Ela bonke yafelenge eksene lipikasi yafelenge Masiphumelele city yafelenge yafelenge Ela bonke yafelenge eksene lipikasi yafelenge Masiphumelele city yafelenge yafelenge Ela bonke yafelenge eksene lipikasi yafelenge Masiphumelele city yafelenge yafelenge Ela bonke yafelenge eksene lipikasi yafelenge Masiphumelele city yafelenge yafelenge
Iphupho lami ekwimaphupheni wam ndinqwenela utshintsha ke ndibe ngumntu ongomnye umntu. Ndiyazinqwenela ingase ndibe ngomnye umntu.
My dream on this place here in Masiphumelele, I need to have a proper house to stay and to get this place on peace.
My dream for Masi is to see like younger generation going further their studies and make their dream come true.
My dream is to have more tourists coming into Masi, for them to be able to sleep over. And I want to teach every woman in Masi how to cook and bake.
My dream is to see change in Masiphumelele.
When I say Masi, you say massive, Masi, Masi. When I say Masi, you say massive, Masi, Masi. Hustle and when you level, no doubt, Sunny. Love, peace, unity, and that's Lani. And yo, we're doing this music for the love, Sunny. Everybody to Yasin, pushing gas, Lani. Hustle and when you level, no doubt, Sunny. Love, peace, unity, and that's Lani.